The Grid Trade Manager is a tool that allows traders to manage risk for grid trade positions, quick entries, and fast closing of trades for grid trading positions to enable adequate capturing of profits. In this video, I'll be walking you through how to use the Grid Trade Manager. Firstly, the interface is actually very easy to use. If you want to open a grid trade position, you can go ahead and click on Buy, and it's just going to open a buy using the lot size that is specified in the lot size box. Now, you can go ahead and set your stop loss to any point you want. For example, I can just enter the stop loss pips to be this value, and you can see that the stop loss line has appeared on the charts, and the current risk you're exposed to is revealed. You can enter the take profit to be this value, and the projected profit amount will be displayed. Both lines are completely adjustable so you can manage risk properly. To enter grid positions, you're going to click on the Settings tab, and you're going to set the number of trades to open. For example, here is 1 to 4, means from layer 1 to 4, implying for orders or layers. Next, you're going to set the distance of each trade from the next in pips. Let's set it to be this, and the lot multiplier if you want to multiply the current opening lots by a multiplier. Leaving this at 1 means the lots are the same for the trades. Once you're through, you can go ahead and go to the main settings and click on AM, which is the short form of auto mode, and this will open your trades for you with precision. Just like you can visibly see. Now the SL has been updated, and you can see that 4 layers of trades have been opened with the same lot size. And the stop loss is a realistic value of the total losses you will take if all trade including pending trades are triggered and you hit the final SL. This is a game changer because you can actually foresee your total loss as opposed to blind grid trading. In a moment, I'll show you how to use our tool to actually specify the max amount you want to use and position size accordingly with the grid so you are actually in full control of your risk management. Moving on. Now, another important setting on this is the virtual SL or visible SL. This allows your trade to have a hidden stop loss or a visible stop loss. This allows you to either show your stop loss or hide it from your broker for privacy. By default, it is set to virtual SL. Going back to the main, the Close All button, as the name implies, is used to close all trades instantly. Close all the trades instantaneously and simultaneously. Now you can see the speed at which it closes these trades. Next, we're going to be talking about the pending mode on or off. Now, pending mode off means you're not going to be opening pending orders when opening grid trades. This means that when the markets get to the point of the specified distance, then another trade with the specified lot size will be opened. For example, if the pending mode was set to off, when the auto mode is clicked, the manager will show a green button showing you that it is active and taking trades, but no pending order will be opened. To be able to know the point where the trades are expected to be opened, we can make use of another feature of this app, which is the emulation button, that is EM. When clicked, it will show you areas where the markets will reach to trigger more entries. Another feature is the BE line. As you can see, we've got a trade open right here, and the BE line is this yellow line, which tells you exactly where you're going to break even. If you have trades open, this yellow line tells you where you're going to be risk-free, regardless of how many trades you have opened. This enables you to know how to manage your trades depending on your rules. Now, the size, the color, and the width of this line can be changed in the Settings tab when you start the Expert Advisor on a new chart. Next, we're going to be talking about the Risk Manager section in the Settings tab. The Risk Manager allows you to open trades with a defined risk, which allows you to specify the money you're about to risk. For example, we're going to be risking this amount right here, and then the pips, which is the distance from one layer to another layer, or the distance from one order to another order. You can put the pips you want, and then the SL is going to be the distance or pips of the full SL, which obviously has to be bigger than the pips for the order distance. So you're going to put that there, and then the number of layers for these pips, which is also the total number of orders you want to open. It could be 4. Once you're done setting these parameters, you can either click on Buy or Sell, depending on what direction you want to open the trade. The manager will ensure it takes your parameters and opens the grid with the risk you specified as accurately as possible. The SL is also here, which is relatively close to what we specified as the risk. And then this is going to help you to ensure that risk is always managed and on point. The reverse mode is used to achieve reverse grid trades and take the reverse of the auto mode. Once I click on Auto Mode, you can see that the reverse is now the case for the Auto Mode. Next, we're going to be talking about the closed partials. This allows you to close partials up to 3 times, depending on the partials you specify. So you can go to the settings and change the percent for the first partial, the second partial, and the third partial. And once you have a trade open, like for example, here we have 50% first partial, 50% second partial, and 100% third partial, which means it's going to close 50% the first time, 50% the second time, and the 100% the third time. Make sure that you specify the percentages that you want it to close. So once we click on it once, it's going to close the first partial. Now you can see that it has stated 2 of 3, and then once you click on it again, it's going to close the second partial and third partial, and so on. And that is how basically this operates. Next, we're going to talk about other little features. The spread here shows the spread. The news shows you the news for each market, and then we have lines for different sessions, which tells you when a session is starting, so that you know when the markets have liquidity and tendency to move. Now the news also draws onto the chart times when high-impact news and medium-impact news are to be released. If you're profitable when avoiding news, that can be helpful. This function can also be turned off in the settings when opening the advisor. In the settings, you can choose the pairs that you want to display their news, so you don't have your screen always filled with unnecessary news. We have the R here where you've been seeing the results. You can always click it on or off to see the current trades that you are in and to see your profit and loss, and it can hold up to 8 concurrent trades to show you their P&L and also their loss and profits. If the trades are more than 8, it will show the first 8, and then the total is also accurate for your total trades. The dashboard is just there to show you your current statistics on your orders and closed orders. Many other settings are available in the Settings tab of this app. These settings include the panel color. You can always change the color of the panels, the color of the text, the color of the buttons, and, as I stated, the different zones, the Frankfurt, the London, the New York session, the Asian session, and whatever lines you want. The stop-loss colors can be changed for the TP and SL. Their widths can also be changed. The BE color is always orange. You can change that and also edit the width if needed. The pair whose news events are displayed can also be specified. For example, I can put XAU, which is for gold, and it's only going to show me news that are related to the specified pair. So you can also specify the colors for high-impact news and medium-impact news. The low-impact news are not shown because they do not affect market movements. So finally, we have the hotkeys. So you can easily use hotkeys for buying, selling, break even, and close all and close parts. This tool is going to help you to manage your risk and ensure that you are always risking the money that you want to risk. Since grid trading is risky when risk is not managed. If you want to get this app for yourself, there is a link in the description, so you can go ahead and get the application. I look forward to hearing your feedbacks and let me know how this tool is improving your day-to-day trading as a grid trader. Thank you.